and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Jordan, but I also go by Jorly here on YouTube, and today I am back at you with another cast video, and I am making Jaspien. Don't ask me what his last name is, because I ain't gonna, it's Jaspien Reed, I believe. Jaspien Reed. But yes, oh, what was that noise? Whatever, I'm back with a Jaspien Reed cast video. So when I was making Jaspien, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was all over the place when I was making Jaspien. Like right here, I'm in the tattoos, but I was literally just, I'm about to jump into freaking bodies. Like I was all over the place when I was making Jaspien. I tried out some new eyes making Jaspien. These are the moon gaze eyes by ellcrze. I normally use, what are they called? They're called, it's Sims 3 something, but I normally use Sims 3 eyes, or the creator has Sims 3 in their name to do my eyes, but today I use moon gaze. And when I was doing this, listen, this whole sim was the definition of trust the process, because when I tell you, he looked so funny for like over half of the video. He looked so funny for over half of the video. Like, I haven't even put skin details on, because normally before I put skin details on, the sim looks sort of decent, but Jaspien was struggling in the looks department before skin details. Skin details saved his life, like, but I wanted to make sure he was good, because he's going to be one of the love interest choice options in my new series. So I wanted to make sure he looks good. He does end up looking good, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on this video. But yeah, let me tell you a bit about Jaspien, and then I'll jump right back into the cast. Jaspien is a streamer. He lives in Evergreen Harbor currently. So he's a streamer. He lives in a tiny house. He just moved out of his parents' house because his parents were like, you can't just stay streaming in our basement forever. And he's like, oh, okay, then I'm going to go escape on my own. You don't tell me what to do, parents. And then he obviously went out and flew on his own. He had bug eyes for a little bit of the video. So that's what Jaspien does. Jaspien loves streaming. He's like, I think my biggest inspiration for him was probably Kenji. If any of you have seen Kenji, like, I feel like he's definitely like Kenji in the sense, he's not problematic, obviously. He would never be problematic, but he's very, very loud. And one of his neighbors, let's just say that they're going to have a problem with this loudness. He also throws parties with his friends a lot, so they also are very, very loud. I would say Jaspien is a very big Switch streamer. Yep, we're gonna call him Switch. Not to be confused with the Nintendo Switch, non-copyright. But yeah, he's a Switch user. But here in the video, at least, I am getting to skin details, which make my man look better. Oh, my man was showing. You're gonna see later that I struggle picking his hair, because I was going through a bunch of different hair choices. I was like, I don't know which one to pick, and it was really difficult to pick the hair that I picked. Anyways, so I think like in the video, at least right now, I'm choosing his body. I had trouble picking his body. I don't know, nothing was really, I wasn't really vibing with anything, because I want to say he goes to the gym. I didn't want him to be one of those streamers who just like sit at home and like streams. He has other hobbies. He has a dog. I don't make the dog or show the dog in this video. The dog is from this creator that I get all of my animals from, in fact, called Pug Owned, and he is the cutest little dog to exist. I love the little dog. I don't remember the dog's name. I ain't gonna lie to you. I made this sim a little while ago. I just plopped him in my game and called it a day. I haven't actually really played with him because I'm still prepping for the series. But yes, Jaspien is so cute. He has this cute little dog. The dog is like a big dog too, and they live in this small house, and literally the dog takes up a big amount of space. And also, I just learned recently that you can make a 2x1 bathroom in The Sims 4. When I was decorating the houses that I picked were by Aveline, I want to say. It was like the evergreen tiny houses. It was when Go Lifestyle first came out, when she made those houses, so it was a really long time ago. And then also, I almost gave Jaspien glasses. Like, we almost had glasses, but I had just recently made a sim that had glasses, and I didn't want to make another male sim that had glasses. So I'm going to tell you now, so you don't have to go through the process of me being indecisive. I choose this hair. I stick with this option. But when I tell you, I went through so many hairs. Literally, I was trying to make this one hair, these Castrolian hairs work so bad, and then I like didn't want to use a hair that I use all the time, so I was like, what hair am I going to use? And I was just so indecisive when it was coming to picking these hairs. I almost picked this hair. This hair, it was growing on me, but let's move on. But like tattoos, I also wanted him to be pretty tatted. I feel like if I play with him and he's the love interest I pick, I'm going to definitely add more tattoos to him. But I don't know. I like tatted male sims. I don't know. I feel like he would be tatted. I feel like he also probably like vlogged or streamed his tattoos. But yeah, tats. He's cool. I like Jaspien. But I don't really know what else to say. I guess because I talked about his career, his traits. Dude, I don't even remember his traits. But you know what? I'll come up with them. Like, I don't remember which traits are so specifically, but I'll talk about his personality. He's definitely entitled and a snob and think he's better than everyone else, but once you get past that, like he has a really big ego. That's all it is. And once you get past his really big ego and you get to know him, he's actually like super sweet. His love languages, let's come up with some love languages right now, are acts of service and like gift giving. He loves to spend also quality time. He loves a good quality time with his partner, and he just like loves to give love to his partner. Like he loves streaming and stuff like that, but he also wants to find the one. Like his mom, let's come up with that. Here we go. His mom was an actor. No, his mom wasn't an actress. She wasn't. But yes, here we go. His mom and his dad fought a lot. They divorced, in fact, and there was a lot of fighting over custody with him. Oh, and also, I was struggling picking the hair. Oh, the hair. Ooh, we're going to go back and forth with this hair so much. But they were fighting over custody for him. And because of that, he had this very obscure thing of love, right? Like, he didn't know really. He had this obscure viewing of love, right? And so, when high school rolls around, this all was happening when he was like 13, so old enough where he can understand, but not young enough to the point where like he could forget about it. So when school rolls around, he's in high school now. He's going to Land Grab High School, in fact, the same place, if you remember, Valentina went. But that's besides the point. Land Grab High, and he is with his first love, because I was like, I'm under the impression you have 3 loves. I like that little myth. And he meets his first love named Juliana. Juliana and him, they were together for 2 years. They were together junior and senior year. So like they were making plans to go to the same college. Like they loved each other, but because he had such a like tangled view of love, Jaspien didn't really see the red flags that Juliana brought on him. Juliana was an emotional manipulator. In fact, Juliana emotionally manipulated him, and he didn't see all these red flags because he didn't really know what love was at the time. So Juliana emotionally manipulated him and all of this to the extent where like he doesn't know what's going on. Like he thinks everything is right, but like everything he does, Juliana makes it seem like it's not enough, and he doesn't know how to handle this. And he talks to a therapist. He eventually gets a therapist because he's having these multiple breakdowns because his parents are still going at it. His dad becomes abusive. Like he's having a really hard time, and he finally gets into therapy, and his therapist is like, you need to distance yourself from your parents, and you also need to break up with Juliana because she's emotionally manipulating you. And then that's when like the realization of everything wrong with his relationship hits him, and he's like, my parents didn't find love, and the person that I thought I was going to be with forever wasn't who I thought she was. So he's on this, most people would take this the wrong way and be like, I hate love, and like would just derive away from it, but not Jaspien. He wants to find true love. Of course, he's a bit more reserved and his heart is closed off, but he still wants to find love. And yeah, that's my little backstory for Jaspien. I think I'm gonna make that a thing, like come up with backstory for each of my Sims in these videos, because I need something to talk about. But the video is almost over. I'm just like picking out his final little outfit details, and then you're going to see that, but just stay a little longer to see the final look of Jaspien. I hope you enjoy me talking. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content and Sims from me, and comment down below any Sim suggestions or anything like that. Like, what do you think this series is? I feel like if I were to reveal this in one hint, it would give it away. Just look at the colors. That's what I'm gonna say. Look at the colors. But yeah, again, just and have a nice day. Bye.